Once upon a time, in a green and peaceful forest, lived a fluffy white rabbit named Bunny. He had the softest fur, the longest ears, and the biggest burrow filled with carrots, cabbages, and fresh fruits. Bunny loved to collect food more than anything. Every day, he would go out early in the morning, gather the juiciest vegetables and fruits, and hide them in his secret hole. He never shared with Anion and not even with his friends. Other animals like the squirrel, the deer, and the hedgehog often asked him for just a little food. But Bunny would say, "No, I worked hard for this. It's all mine." All the animals in the forest were kind and helpful to one another, but they started to feel sad because Bunny never wanted to help. One day, a big storm came. The heavy rain flooded many homes, and food became hard to find. Bunny stayed dry in his deep burrow, happily munching on his carrots while others were hungry. But then, the storm grew stronger. Water entered Bunny's burrow and swept away most of his food. He was left with only a few carrots, and was now scared and alone. The next morning, Bunny came out and saw the forest in a mess. Trees had fallen, and his home was no longer safe. Cold, wet, and hungry, Bunny sat under a tree and cried. Just then, his friend Tilly the squirrel saw him. She ran over with a small basket of nuts and said, "Don't cry, Bunny. Come with me. We'll share what little we have." Bunny was surprised. "But I never shared with you," he said. Tilly smiled kindly and replied, "That doesn't matter. Friends help friends." Tilly took Bunny to a dry place where many forest animals had gathered. They were sharing food and keeping each other warm. Even though Bunny had been selfish before, the animals welcomed him. Bunny felt so touched. He joined them and shared the few carrots he had left. For the first time, Bunny felt the joy of giving. He realized how wonderful it was to share and be part of a kind group. After that day on, Bunny changed. He became one of the most generous animals in the forest. Whenever he found food, he would share it. He helped rebuild homes and offered his strong legs to carry supplies. Everyone noticed the change in Bunny and was happy to have him as a friend. Bunny was no longer lonely. He had many friends, and he was proud to be kind and caring. He learned that sharing brings happiness not just to others, but also to the one who shares. The forest became even more beautiful, filled with love and kindness. And Bunny? He was never selfish again. True happiness comes from kindness and sharing. When we care for others, we create a world full of friendship and love.